Hello, welcome to Lore Master's Lair. I'm your Lore Master, here again in October. This year we have 4 weeks, which directly corresponds to the number of Archdevils, outside of Asmodeus and Self, of course, which we have full write-ups for. So this month is Archdevil Month, and we'll be going in order. And by order, I mean we don't have a full write-up for Barbados or this patter. So first in line is Mammon. As always, we start off where you can find information on Mammon yourself. Standard coins of information find themselves, as always, with the 2 Gods of Magic books and the Divine Mystery book. Also, as a demigod of fiends, you find a bit of hidden treasure in the Book of the Damned. For the full write-up, well, that's displayed right in the back matter of Book 6 of the City of Thieves Adventure Path, titled The Thrice Damned Prince. As an Archdevil, his realm is well described and well guarded, both in the Book of the Damned and Planar Adventures. Finally, for a bit of side tangents, we are going to be digging a bit into Starfinder, with the GM Core having come out at just the right time. Mammon is known as the Thrice Fallen for having lost their light twice. First as a celestial and imperial lord of silver and gems, and as one of Asmodeus' closest commanders, he chose to fall with all the others who walked away from heaven and journeyed to hell. The second, he was slain in battle, his corpse lost to the maelstrom, and his soul thought dead. However, in the words of Lovecraft, what is dead may never die. And he instead lives without a body. He's fleshed out the totality of the treasures of his realm of Erebus, down to the single coin. Every piece of Mammon's treasury, down to the lowest copper piece, serves as his body, with his treasure being lent out to dry mortals to sin. Of course, sometimes a full body is needed, and while the original is lost, Mammon has created a suitable substitute, the Argent Prince, a mountain-sized statue of pure silver, shaped like a many-horned devil, which, being made of treasure, is as easy to possess as a single coin. Mammon is the collector of everything in the plains, him working to track down and make his any treasure in the universe. However, once it is within his hands, he categorizes it, stores it away, and cares about it little more than its monetary value. Not that he will let others have it. All of the vaults of Erebus are his, and all are lent out only so that they may corrupt mortals. The treasure is always to be returned to Mammon's hands. Now we have our first side tangent, part of the show where we deal with treasures aplenty, with special guest. Hello, hello, hello. I am the Laughing Salesman, here after a while, but I could not miss a raiding of the vaults of Erebus itself, could I? So to start, we have the Fang of Erebus. These short spears are specially designed for the followers of Mammon. Inlaid with gold dust, the spear glows brighter the more expensive an item it touches is. It also points to the most expensive treasure in the room when left on the ground. Though for combat tricks, if thrown, it causes darkness in 30 feet of where it lands. All the followers of the Archfiends desire beyond what mortals have, but when it comes to those who follow Mammon, desire is the center. No spirituality, no care for the afterlife, just a mindless pursuit of one's greatest desires, whatever the follower's greatest desire is. Mammon is not a godhead. He is a financer who helps them reach their desires. It also helps that the cult recruits from society's most desperate and needy, those who are most likely to fall for the pole of desire. Mammon's priests are known as ursas, serving as money changers of the faith, encouraging the faithful continue to chase their dreams and reach for greater and greater decadence, a lifestyle which pushes the followers to more rely on Mammon and become more and more indebted to the cult. To ensure everyone of the faith dies materially and spiritually a pauper. But that is enough of history for the moment. We are looking at the treasures of hell. So let's spy on some treasure for our second side tangent, like the night skin. After all, in all of Mammon and his faith's superiority, why should they debase themselves with weak armor? So they sew this together, night skin, to give them the protection of +2 chain shirt, while looking like an ebony gown. Well, it is neither actually being made of skin and woven with hair and dyed in blood. For those who wear it, they can see in the dark and speak infernal, as if they themselves had become devils. The realms of the Archdevils need no introduction, them being the circles of hell. Refresher for those who do not want to watch my video on it, though if you are looking for information on any Archdevils, the hell video is kind of recommended. Elvis, the third ring of hell, is lightless vaults below the city of Dis. Also serving as a sewer system of Dis above, the realm is made of endless vaults, some with ceilings so high that it might be mistaken for the sky. Great treasures can be found in even the lowest and filthiest chambers, where the greatest vaults are guarded by great doors, magics, and hungry creatures. And at the center is the Dawn Vault, containing all the greatest treasures of hell. That being said, Mammon fears no theft of his treasure. After all, as we've said multiple times already, Elvis and every single coin in it is his body. Of course, things have changed as time goes on, so let's look at side tangent 3. Elvis at the time of Starfinder. Elvis has been converted to the expanse of this to also more rarely serve as a sewer system. Of course, it still serves as Vaults of Endless Treasure as well, just now having more magic tech vaults than it had before. Also, it appears the Argent Prince has instead been replaced with a digitalized form, brought about because of digital currency. Now on to other information. Mammon is the first of a deity not of the main 20 to get a full write-up. Did not get some of the information we were given with later write-ups. Nor had the luxury of having a full write-up in a later book like Inner Sea Gods. But we do have one event which is like a festival, so let's end it with the Debt of Flesh. This is a ritual all members of the faith go through, where the amount of their debts when they join the cult are taken from the cult's own coffers and melted upon the back of the new recruit. Then the symbol of Mammon is pressed into the hard gold, forever marking the cultist as Mammon's property. And now we finish with side tangent 4. All of the Archdevils, more specifically the 4 we will be looking at this month, are based off existing devils. So what is the origins of Mammon? Well, Mammon is simply the Jewish word for money. Its connection to hell is in the words of Jesus, who said you cannot serve both God and Mammon. So, humans created a devil known as Mammon to not worship, while continuing to care more about money than people. At least some had the sense about them to make the devil connected to wealth. and specifically the deadly sin of greed. But when it comes down to it, Mammon is as scary as he is in Pathfinder, because he is just the money in your pocket. And that brings an end to today's video, and our first Archfiend. Next time we diversify a bit and look at one who has never set foot in heaven. See you then.